Gotta straighten everything out. I think we got everything here. Let me see. Okay. Is here. Is the clock going? It is. I haven't put this on in a while either. All right. Oh, there we are. Okay, and welcome back to another Saturday night at the ballpark. I'm your host, Mike Terranova, and tonight we have the 1968 St. Louis Cardinals against the Chicago White Sox of 1955. The Cardinals came in that year 101 wins, 60 losses, and they were led by manager Red Shandies. For the 55 Chicago White Sox, they were 91 and 63. They came in 5th in the American League, and they were handled by manager Marty Marion. And hold on a second. Okay. Yeah, man. What? I didn't know how to get devices. Anyway, this is what we have. Both pitches. For the St. Louis Cardinals, it will be Bob Gibson, of course. Bob Gibson came in at 22-9 with a 1.12 ERA, and for the Chicago White Sox, it was Billy Pierce. He came in at 15-10 with a 1.97 ERA. So we'll get the cards all set up and ready to go. And we are at Comiskey Park here in Chicago. And I'll give you the lineups in just 1 second. Okay. Here are the bench plays, relievers. Scorecard comes over here. And St. Louis Cardinals. And the Chicago White Sox are going to take the field. And we'll give you the lineups in just 1 second. Let me see. For the Chicago White Sox, and leading off will be shortstop Chico Cariswell. Batting second, playing second base will be Nellie Fox. Batting third and playing left field will be Minnie Minoso. Batting fourth and at third base will be George Kittle. Batting fifth and playing right field will be Jim Rivera. Batting sixth and at first base will be Walter Drope. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but anyway, Jim Bugsby will be batting seventh. He'll be in center field. Sherman Lala will be behind the plate. He'll be batting eighth, and Billy Pierce will be on the mound, and he'll be batting ninth. For the St. Louis Cardinals, leading off will be Lou Brock. He'll be leading it off in left field. Center fielder will be Kurt Flood. Batting third will be Roger Maris. He'll be in right field. Cepeda at first base. He'll be hitting cleanup. McCarver will be behind him. He'll be catching. Mike Shannon will be batting sixth. He'll be at third. Julian Javier will be batting seventh at second base. Dal Maxwell will be batting eighth and at short. And Bob Gibson will be batting ninth. Now I got to get the pitchers' hitting cards. And for both of these, John and Lynn will be twos, and they're weak. One's a lefty, one's a righty, so twos. Here's one. And two. All right, we got that settled. Defensively for the Chicago White Sox, from left to right in the outfield will be Minoso, Bugsby, and Rivera. First to third will be Drope, Fox, Kell, and Carrasquel will be at short. Lala will be behind the plate, and on the bump will be Billy Pierce. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Anyway, and what about the start here? Let me see. And I want to say to Brandon Baker, hello. Sports Time Machine, Mike, how are you? And who else we have? And that's it. Okay, we're about to begin, and Lou Brock will stand in. Oh, I did these cards. Let's see if they work. I have a feeling they're going to get on my nerves. And you'll probably last first one. Okay. And these little cards, and after the game, I got a little bit of a bonus. I met a gentleman online, and he makes these game boards, and I will show them to you. I just got them back from Staples. I had them laminated, and we'll show you the work that he sent me. He did a very good job. I'll give you his name right after the game also, and his information. And let's see, this is all good. Okay. All right, so we're about to start here. For the St. Louis Cardinals, and leading off will be Lou Brock. He's batting lefty. Brock comes in 1968 at 279, 6 homers, 51 RBIs. I don't have the computer going right now because I don't have those seasons, on the computer. So we're gonna go hardcore tonight. Normally I read the fielding charts off the computer, but tonight we don't have that, so we're gonna go hardcore and ready to go. All right, so Brock will lead it off, left-handed batter, and the first pitch by Billy Pierce, and he delivers, and that's going to be a 3-9 from the left side. 3-9 from the left side is a fly ball to left field. Minoso is getting under that one, and he makes the catch, and there's one down, and that's how we start off here in Comiskey Park. Batting second and playing center field will be Kurt Flood. Kurt Flood is a right-handed batter. Kurt came in the year 1968. He batted .301, 5 homers, and 60 RBIs. Pierce looks in, gets the sign by Lala, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-11 from the right side, and that's going to be an X play to Rivera out and right, so he's a 2-7. Let's see what the dice say on the range. He has to clear on the 20, or 1, 2, or 3, not to give up a base hit, and the 20 reads a 10, so he clears that. Any type of an error, let's read them off. That's a 14. We go across, and he makes the catch for the out. And that is the second out. 2 fly ball outs given up by Billy Pierce here in the top of the first inning. And last week I did tape the game, and it was, I'm not going to give you the score. I do have it recorded, but I'm not that bright when it comes to the computer life. And I had 4 segments, and I thought I could mend them together off of YouTube, but YouTube, to my knowledge, does not allow that. So if anybody out there could leave in the comments how to edit all the games. So I don't want to put four segments of the same game on the YouTube network. I don't want to do that. I wanted to mend them all together and make one video out of it, but it's a little challenging for me, so we'll have to, if I could pick up any information from somebody out there, it'll be appreciated how to do that, and I'll put that game on if I could do that, but we'll try to figure that out. All right, so we got 2 down now, and Roger Maris, he'll stand in. He's a left-handed batter. Roger Maris, the year of 1968, batted .255, 5 homers and 45 RBIs. And Billy Pierce looks in, gets a sign by Lala, and he delivers, and that's going to be a .212 from the left side, and that's a ball 4, and he loses them, so that'll be first base runner for the St. Louis Cardinals. So Roger Maris works out a walk. And here comes the bowl. Here comes Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda in the year of 1968 batted .248, 16 homers, 73 RBIs, 2 down. And Roger Maris on first base. And he's definitely not a threat to steal because he has nothing on his card to do so. So they're going to not hold him. They're going to play off of him. And here comes Cepeda. And Billy Pierce delivers his pitch. And that missed the towel, but we'll count it. It was a 1, so we go 5-3 on the right side. 5-3 is the next play to the pitcher. And Billy Pierce is going to be challenged here. He's at 3-0. So 3-0. He's not going to make an error, that's for sure. And he has to clear a 1, 2, and 3 on the 20 on the range. And that's a 17. He grabs it. Grabs the ground ball, he throws it over the first to Drope, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits. There were 1 man left on. We played a half inning here at Comiskey Park in Chicago. It is the St. Louis Cardinals, nothing, and the Chicago White Sox coming to bat. All right. I use a program called XSplit for recording, and it's pretty easy. It's free, and okay, Mike, thank you. I'll look it up tomorrow when I get done with my pizza outing tomorrow afternoon at a brewery in Pennsylvania. All right, thank you so much for that. Okay, we go to the bottom of the first inning, and the Chicago White Sox are going to grab their bats and see what they can do here. The last couple of Saturday night at the ballparks, I noticed I was looking at the line score, and there was a shutout in every game. So are we going to have another shutout? Who knows? But here we go for the Chicago White Sox. It's going to be Chico Carrasquel. He is the shortstop, and in 1955, Carrasquel batted .256, 11 homers, and 52 RBIs. Well, here comes Bob Gibson with that 1.12, 20-game winner, and he looks into McCarver, and the righty, the 5'11", 175, delivers his first pitch, and it's going to be a 4-8 from the right side, and a 4-8, and Gibson loses him, and there's the first Chicago base runner, and and that is on a walk. So a leadoff walk, and Carrasquel, he's a 13 on a jump of a 3, so they're gonna hold him. I'll hold everybody, no matter how fast they can run or steal a base. So we got Holes at first, and he's a lefty, and we go to the shortstop on a hold. And here comes Nellie Fox. Nellie Fox batted .311, 6 homers, and 59 RBIs. Gibson looks in to Fox. May I help you load it and get it working with? Sure, Mike, sure. If you can, leave me your email, or I will give you my email, and we'll converse that way. And then, you know, we'll exchange phone numbers if you like, and we can go over it, okay? Anyway, Nellie Fox, left-hand batter, 6 homers, 59 RBIs. Gibson looks in, he gets that snare, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-8 from the righty, and that's going to be a base hit over the second baseman's head, and we got first and second for the Chicago White Sox. And Chicago is threatening off Bob Gibson right now, and that's a 2. So the White Sox have first and second, and Minnie Minoso is going to stand in. Can you guys see the cards? Let me see if I can adjust that. Let me see if I can come out a little bit. Let me hold on a second. Now I gotta wait like 7 seconds. Let's see if I made the adjustment. All right. Okay. That looks better. Okay. So Minoso will come in. He batted .288, 10 homers, 70 RBIs. We got first and second on Bob Gibson early. And he's not holding, so. And Minoso's a righty, so we'll go to the second baseman. We're not going to hold because Carrasquel is not a fast runner, or he cannot steal a base. Here we go. Gibson looks in. He's in a little bit of trouble right now. Minoso, and here's his pitch, and he goes 2-7 on the right side. 2-7, fly ball to center field, and Kurt Flood moving over towards his left. He grabs it for first out. There's one down. Okay, so one away, and here comes George Kell. Kell is the year of 1955, batted .312. He had 8 homers and 81 RBIs. So the third baseman digs in from the right side. Gibson looks in to McCarver, gets the sign, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-10 from the right side, 5-10, and that's going to be Gibson gets him on a strikeout, strikes him out looking. First strikeout of the ball game, and Gibson gets it. So there's 2 down. And the next batter will be Jim Rivera. Jim's a left-handed batter. He batted .264, 55, 10 homers, 52 RBIs. Gibson with 2 downs, trying to get out of trouble here. Looks in, gets a sign by McCarver, and here comes his delivery to Rivera, and he goes 6-2 from the left side. And that, left side? Yes, 6-2 left side. And that could be trouble. That's a diamond shot. Diamond shot for Rivera. And the ballparks, if I didn't mention it, left-handed batter for ballpark singles. Lefties is a 6. For the righties, it's 1-13. For the lefties on the diamond shots, for the lefties, it's a 1. And the righties, it's a 6. Rivera happens to be a lefty. And the 20 reads a 9. So it's a 6-2, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. And under it is Roger Maris. He makes the catch at the warning track, and that'll do it. So Gibson does get out of trouble. We played one here in Chicago. It is the White Sox nothing, Cardinals nothing, and I'm not going to say it. And they leave 2 men on. We do get a hit. All right, so we take care of that. 1 hit. So we'll clean it up. Gibson goes back. You guys come in. Billy pass back on the bump. Okay, and here we go. For the St. Louis Cardinals here in the second inning, it will be Tim McCarver, Mike Shannon, and Julian Javier. McCarver in the year of 1968, he batted .253, 5 homers, and 48 RBIs. Billy Pierce looks in, gets assigned by Lala, and here comes the pitch. That's going to be a 5-10, 3 nickels from the left side, 5-10. That's going to be a ballpark single, and McCarver is a lefty. And it's a 1-6, and that's an 8, and he's going to line it out to second base for the first out. So 1 down. Here comes Mike Shannon. Mike Shannon batted .266 in the year of 1968, 15 homers, 79 RBIs. Foul tip. The pitch by Billy, and here comes the delivery of 1-9. 1-9 from the left side. 1-9 to Shannon. That's lifted to left field. Minoso moving over towards the left field line, makes the grab, and that's 2 down. Here in the second inning. 2 away, and Julian Javier will step in. He is a right-hand batter. Javier batted .260, 4 homers, 52 RBIs. Billy Pierce looks in, gets assigned by Lala, sets up on the outside of the plate, and here comes the delivery, and that's a 5-9 from the righty. 5-9, and that's going to be a cold strike 3, and Javier goes down on strikes, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Chicago White Sox. First strikeout for Pierce. And that'll take care of the second inning here in Comiskey Park, Chicago. The score, the Cardinals nothing, and the White Sox nothing. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. All right. Bottom of the second inning, and it will be Walter Drope leading it off. Bugsby and Lala here in the second. Drope is the year of 1955. He batted .280, 19 homers, 79 RBIs. Gibson looks in, and he delivers his pitch. And that's going to be a 5-7 from the right side. 5-7, called strike 3, and Drope goes down on strikes. Second strikeout for Gibby. 1 away. And batting second, batting seventh, Jim Bugsby, and Bugsby batted .339 in the year of 1955. 7 homers and 41 RBIs. 1 down. We're in the bottom of the second. You're watching Saturday Night at the Ballpark. You're watching the 1968 St. Louis Cardinals and the 1955 Chicago White Sox. Gibson looks in, gets the sign, and he delivers a 1-11 from the right side. 1-11, it's shot down to third base, picked up by Shannon. He throws across the diamond to Cepeda, and that's the second out. Marking in the scorecard 5-3. 2 away, and here comes Sherman Lala. He is the catcher. He's a right-hand batter. Lala in 1955 batted .261, 16 home runs, and 61 RBIs. 2 away. Gibson looks in, gets assigned by McCarver. And he delivers a 5-6 from the right side. That 5-6 is going to be a call. Strike 3, and that's going to do it for the Chicago White Sox here in the second inning. Gibby picks up 2 strikeouts. He has number 3. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. So we play 2 here at Comiskey Park here in Chicago. It is the St. Louis Cardinals nothing and the White Sox nothing. Okay, we go to the top of the third inning. We have no score here. And it's going to be Dale Maxwell leading it off for the St. Louis Cardinals. Dale Maxwell, the year of 1968, batted .253, 1 homer and 24 RBIs. Billy Pass looks in, gets assigned by Lala, and that's a foul tip. And that's another foul tip. And the pitch by Billy is a 2-8 from the left side. 2-8 is lifted to left field. And Minoso again comes in a little bit and makes the catch. And that's the first out here in the third. Okay, Bob Gibson will stand in. Bob Gibson, the year of 1968, he batted .193, no homers, 3 RBIs. He's a right-hand batter. Billy Pass looks in, gets the sign, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6 from the lefty, and that's a swing and a miss, and Gibson goes down. And that's another strikeout for Billy Pass. That's the second one of the game. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the third inning. And we'll go to the top of the batting order, and here comes Lou Brock. Lou Brock is 0 for 1. He flew out to left field his first time up. Billy Pass looks in and gets the sign, and here comes the pitch to Brock. And he goes 2-9 from the left side, 2-9, and that's a swing and a miss. And Billy Pass will pick up 2 strikeouts here in the third, and that's another 1-2-3 inning. Cardinals go down, and we play 2.5 here in Chicago, and the score is no score. We'll be back. There you go here. Okay, we go to the bottom of the third inning, and it will be Billy Pass leading it off for the Chicago White Sox. The year of 1955, he batted .171, no homers and 7 RBIs. Gibson looks in, McCarver gives the sign, and Gibson delivers, and that's going to be a 5-9. And Billy is a lefty, of course. 5-9 on the left, 5-9 on the left side, and that's going to be a call, strike 3. And Gibby gets his 4th strikeout for the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. We swing up to the top of the order, and Chico Carrasquel will be coming to the plate. He is on the right side. He walked his first time up. I don't know why I keep on touching the mouse. Anyway, foul tip. Here comes Gibby's second pitch, and it's going to go 2-7. 2-7 from the right side, and Carrasquel, he's going to walk again. So he's working Bob Gibson for sure. Second walk. And let's see, he's a 3 on a 13. Let's see, -2, -1, +1, so it's a -2. So you got 55% chance of stealing second base. 1 out. Let's see. Nellie Fox does have hit and run, so we're going to hold him, of course. Nellie's a left-handed batter, so the shortstop will grab the base, if anything. He'll cover the base, if anything. Hit and run corners, well, he's holding, so hit and run or let him swing. I'm gonna let him swing. All right, so Marty Marion made his decision. Fox singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. 1 out. Runner on first. That's Caraswell. And here comes Gibby's pitch. That's going to be a 3-9. 3-9 from the right side. 3-9. It's a ground ball to shortstop. Picked up by Maxfield to Javier for 1 over the first. Not in time, and it's a fielder's choice. 3-9, and that's a shortstop. 6-3. So Carasquel is out. 6-3. Fielder's choice. Or a force, whatever. And there's 2 down. So let's see. So Fox is now on base, and let's see what he has with 2 outs. He's at 15 on the jump of 2 through 5 or 12. But he also has 2 pickoff numbers on 10 and 11. Well, it's not a pickoff, automatically caught stealing. So with 2 down, Minoso is 0 for 1. We'll go with that. We'll see what Minoso could do right here. Runner on first, who is Fox, and Minoso looks in, and Gibson delivers. And he grabs a 1-7 from the right side, and he just missed a split on a triple. And that's going to be lifted to left field, and here comes Brock over towards the foul line, grabs it, and that's going to do it here in the 3rd inning. So we played 3, and we have no score in the ball game. We'll go to the 4th inning. All right. Pierce back on the hill, and here we go. Okay, so it's going to be for the Cardinals. It's going to be Kurt Flood, Maris, and Cepeda here in the top of the 4th inning. No score in the game. Billy Pierce is not giving up a hit. Cardinals only had 1 base run in the game. Here comes Flood from the right side. Billy Pierce looks in, delivers his pitch, and that's going to be a 3-7 from the left side. It's grounded to the left side. Carasquel picks it, throws to first base, and that's the first out. 6-3 here in the 4th. 1 down. Here comes Roger Maris. Maris walked his first time up. Maris, left-handed batter. Billy Pierce looks in and delivers, and that's going to be a 3-7 from the lefty, and it's popped up in the infield. Qualifer is going to be Drope, the first baseman. In fair territory, he makes the catch, and that's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 quick outs, and we're moving along with Billy Pierce and Bob Gibson on the bump here tonight. With 2 down, and we have the Bull, Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda tapped the ground ball right up to the pitcher's mound, and it was stared by Billy Pierce. He threw him out. And here comes, see what the Bull could do now. It's a 3-3 from the left side, and that's chopped down to 3rd base. Keller picks it up. He fires the Drope at first, and that's it. It's another Cardinal 1-2-3 inning. Or I should say White Sox, another 1-2-3 inning, and Billy Pierce is just moving along here in Comiskey Park. So we played 3.5. It's the Cardinals nothing and the White Sox nothing. And I don't tell me it's going to be one of these games that it's going to be donuts all the way across. Ugh. You know, with ERAs like this in this tournament, you're going to see a lot of donuts on the scoreboard. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll switch it. Bottom of the 4th inning, and George Keel will lead it off. He struck out his first time up. Gibson looks in and gets a sign by McCarver. And he delivers. And that's going to be a 1-7 from the righty, 1-7, and that's going to be another leadoff. Yeah, it's a leadoff walk. And we have another Chicago White Sox base runner. So that's the third walk given up by Gibson in this game. So Kel is a 13. Well, these guys didn't steal much, huh, back in that day. All right. So anyway, we're gonna hold him, and he's a lefty, so the shortstop will cover the base. So Rivera, he had a diamond shot his first at bat, but he got just under it, and Roger Maris made the putout. Rivera is a left-handed batter, nobody out, and 10 homers, 52 RBIs, and he has a hit and run of a C. And we gotta try to get him over into scoring position. We gotta get some runners in scoring position here. So he's a C on the hit and run by holding him. He jumps to a B. Hit and run. He's a C and he jumps to a B if it's infield's in or being held, which he is. So we're going to roll the 3 dice, but we're also gonna roll the havoc roll. Make sure. Oh, and it's a havoc, and it's a wild pitch roll on Gibson. So it's a 1-2. Let's see what happens. 1-2, and that's a 16, and he's not gonna get that. So the hit and run is on, and Kel gets the jump on the pitch, and there he goes, and that's gonna be a 10 on a B, a 10, and he pops it up on the right side. The second baseman, Javier, is calling for it. He's on the edge of the outfield, grabs it, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. So a blotch hit and run, and it's a 4 on a P. So that's 1 down. So the hit and run fails, and here comes Walter Drupp. Drupp struck out looking his first time up, so Gibson looks in, and he delivers his pitch, and it goes 1-6 from the right side, and that's going to be another walk, and Gibson, what is going on? First and second now. Drupp walks. And we got first and second, number 6. All right, so we got first and second with 1 out. Jim Bugsby will stand in. He'll stand in on the right side. We got 1 down. Chicago again has first and second. And now Bob Gibson has to go to work. Bugsby is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. That's a foul tip. And here comes delivery by Gibson. He goes 4-6 on a 4 from the right side. 4-6. 4-6 is a split chance. 1-2 is going to be a base hit. That's a 4. Doesn't get it. Lines out to third base. And Mike Shannon was in the right spot at the right time. And that's a line out. So that's a 5. And that's a second out for Chicago. And Sherman Lalo will step into the batter's box with 2 down now. First and second. No score in the game. You're watching the Saturday Night Live at the ballpark. It is the 1968 1968 St. Louis Cardinals against the 55 Chicago White Sox. And the pitch by Gibson trying to get out of trouble again, and that's going to be a 3-7 from the right side, and that's a hot column for Sherman on a 3-7. That's going to be a split 1-4 on a double, a single the rest of the way. That's a 6. That's going to be a base hit for Sherman Lala. Keller is rounding third. He's coming home, and the Chicago White Sox have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Number 8. he's a 2. Drope goes around second, heads to third, of course, and that's 8, 8. And now we got first and third. And it's going to be Billy Pierce. He is a left-handed batter, so that'll stay that way. All right, so Pierce struck out his first time up, 2 down, and Gibson is having his troubles here. That's a foul tip off of Billy Pierce's bat. And here comes the delivery, and that's going to be a 5-5 from the left side, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and Pierce goes down on strikes. And that is strikeout number 5 for Gibby, but he does give up a run here in the 4th on 1 hit. There were a pair of walks and 2 men left on. We played 4 here at Comiskey Park here in Chicago. It is Chicago White Sox 1 and the St. Louis Cardinals nothing. All right. Okay, Billy Pierce back on the bump. And it's going to be Tim McCarver. Always enjoyed Tim McCarver when he did Met games. Always did. Alright, so 1 run on 1 hit. And we go to the 5th inning. And Tim McCarver stepped into the batter's box. He's batting from the left side. He had a ballpark single, but he didn't get it. So we'll see what he gets for the second at bat. Billy Pierce looks in. Lava gives him the sign, and here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-11. Left side, 4-11. That's going to be a called strike 3. McCarver did not like the call. And he walks away. 4th strikeout for Pierce, and that is 1 down. Oh boy. Anyway, here comes Mike Shannon. Shannon flew out to left field his first time up. That's going to be a foul tip. And the pitch by Pierce, and that's going to be a 3-5 from the left side, and that's driven down the left field line. It's a fair ball, and that ball's going to go to the wall. And Mike Shannon gets the Cardinals' first hit. It's going to be a double. A 1-out double for Mike Shannon. And that's the first base runner for the Cardinals to reach second base. So 1 out. Julian Javier will stand in from the right side. Billy Pierce gives up his first hit. Javier struck out looking his first time up. Pierce looks in. Lala gives the sign. And here comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-6 from the right side. 5-6. And that's going to be a called strike 3. And Billy Pierce picks up a pair of strikeouts here in the 5th inning. That is strikeout number 5. 2 down. And here comes Dale Maxwell. Maxwell flew out to left field his first time up. Pierce looks in. Not worried. Oh, that's for sure. What was Shannon? Shannon is 13. No. Anyway, here comes the pitch by Pierce. And that's going to be a 4-6 from the right side. 4-6. And that's going to be a base hit. 1-3. It's going to be a double. It's a 9. It's going to be a single. Here comes Shannon. He's rounding third. And we have a tie ball game. Maxwell with a 2-out clutch hit to tie up the ball game 1-1. Maxwell, number 8, and he is a shortstop. So a big hit for Dale Maxwell, and we have a tie ball game 1-1. Pair of hits off of Billy Pierce here in the 5th. Here comes Bob Gibson, stands in from the right side. He struck out his first time up. And we're going to hold. Maxwell Anyway, here we go. And that's going to be a 6, and that's going to be a 6-6. Gibson is a right-hander, 6-6 on the right side, dropped down to third base, picked up by Kel, fires across the diamond, and that'll do it for the Cardinals here in the 5th. But they do tie up the game on 1 run on 2 hits. They do leave a man, and we're halfway through here in Comiskey. It is the Cardinals 1 and the Chicago White Sox 1. So Gibson might be a little bit at ease, but anyway, he's going to face the top of the order for the Chicago White Sox of 1955. 1 on 2. And it's going to be Cariswell. He has a pair of walks in this game. And Gibby has thrown 4 walks so far. Found himself in a little trouble with those walks. Anyway, he looks in, gets a sign by McCarvey. Doesn't want to start off the inning with another walk. Carousel, waiting for his pitch, and shit, it hits the floor. That will count. It's a 6. Everything gets played. Okay, that's a 6. So we go 4-10. 4-10 from the right side. 4-10 is going to be a ballpark single. Ballpark single on a 6. He is a righty, and that's going to be a base hit. So Cariswell is a little pain to Bob Gibson so far in this game. He's on base for the 3rd time. Not a threat to steal. And Nellie Fox is going to stand in. Fox is 1 for 2. Singled his first time at bat. Fielder's choice on his second at bat. They are holding him, and it's going to be Nellie Fox. I like that 2 column he has. Very strong in the 2 column. Has something going in the 1 column. Left side, he could punch it to the 4 column on Gibson's card, and that'll be the 3 columns that he wants to hit. So Marty Marion is going to let him swing that bat from the left side. And Gibson delivers, and it's going to be a 2 when he gets it. 2-7 on the right side. That's going to be a base hit. 2 stars, and that's going to be 1st and 3rd for the Chicago White Sox. Come on, man. So a pair of hits here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1st and 3rd, and nobody out. And here comes Minnie Minoso. They can hold him. He's a right-hand batter. Nelly is at 15. Okay, 15, 2 through 5, and a 12. They're going to try to stay out of the double play here. Let's see. 2 through 5 and a 12, 11 and 10 is a automatic throw out. I gotta be aggressive. I'm always aggressive. All right, so 15. He has to get the jump. So 15, and let's see. Gibby is a 1. That's 3. That's 12, and McCarv is a +1, so that's a 1 to 13. 1 to 13. 1 to 13. Nobody out. We still got a runner on 3rd. We can still get the sacrifice. Okay, so it's 1 to 13. We're gonna do this. 1 to 13. I'm gonna steal this base. All right, I'm having a block here. Trying to get the jump. Okay, so he needs to get 2 through 5. 2 through 5 and a 12 to get the jump. The 20 will be in play in case of a pick-off or a balk. That's on the 1 and the 2. And here we go. And it's a 2. So what is that? It's a balk, right? He has no balk, so that's okay. So we'll play the 9, and he does not get the jump. So that'll take care of that. So first and third, he doesn't get the jump. Let me mark that down. He doesn't get it. Okay, and here comes Minoso with first and third. He's off for 2. He flew out both times. Gibson looks in. And let me see, are we going to play infield in? One game in the 5th. Mike. Brandon, either one, make the call. Infield in or stay for the double play and allow the run to score. All right. Maybe they fell asleep. It's getting late. Anyway, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to play the infield in. I'm going to play the infield in on Minoso. See if we cut the runner off. So let's get the chart out in case it does happen. And here we go. Okay, so Gibson, infield is in. Minoso is waiting for the pitch, and here comes the delivery by Gibson. And he goes, whoa, and that is another balk. So it's not a balk because you don't have any balks. So we'll play it anyway in case we need it. Okay, so it's a 1-7 from the right side, and that's going to be lifted to left field, question mark. So it's a fly ball. This left field, and left field is Brock. He's a +1. So Carrasquel is a 1-13. Let's see, fly ball, left field, question mark. So he's a +1. Carrasquel is 1-14. Wasn't being held in any of that garbage. Let's see. Say A, runner speed, outfield is arm, of course. Runner speed, +2. How many outs? No outs. +2. Fly ball B. First and third A. Runner speed, outfield is on. +2. Is that right? See, I gotta play it at the hardcore. So does he get the 2 on the fly ball B? Runner on first -5. So I don't want to play this wrong. Fly ball B. First and third, I guess so. So okay, so it's a Carrasquel 1-13. Brock is a 1 +1, so that's a 14. And +2 is a 16. Alright, so we're gonna go 1-16. He tags up. Let's say 1-16. He is safe, and he's not the rest of the way. So here we're gonna have a play at the plate. Lou Brock is underneath. He makes the catch. Here comes his throw to the plate, and it is a 17, and he's out. What a throw by Lou Brock. Gets Minoso. So it's a fly ball. That's going to be a double play. and also flies out, and Carrasquel gets nailed at the plate, so it goes 7-2. Nice throw by Lou Brock, and there's 2 quick outs. So it stays at a 1-1 game. Here comes George Kell, and Kell's a right-hand batter. He walked his last time up. There's first and second. And here comes the pitch. There goes a 5-7 from the right side, and you get into that 5-6-7 area, and that's a called strike 3. And Kell did not like the call from the home plate umpire, but it is what it is, and that's strikeout number 6 for Gibby. And that'll do it. So no runs, came close on a pair of hits. They lead 1 man, and we played 5 here at Comiskey Park in Chicago. It's the 1968 St. Louis Cardinals 1 and the 55 Chicago White Sox 1. We'll go to the 6th inning. Man, I'm freaking sore. I played like 15 games of pickleball today, and I'm hurting right now, to be honest with you. I played last week. I went to Florida, so I taped the game early. And what happened is that I got down to Florida, and I played in a week's time. I think I played 15 games, 16 games down there, and I felt fine. It was chilly it was chilly here in New Jersey, a little windy, and maybe that's the issue right now. But I am sore as hell, and I took a couple of ibuprofens, and it's not working. So we'll have to deal with it tomorrow. And tomorrow I got to go to Pennsylvania for a gathering at a brewery in Pennsylvania, and see how I feel in the morning when I get up. All right, so we got a 1-1 tie here in the 6th. We go to the top of the order for the St. Louis Cardinals, and it's going to be Lou Brock. Brock struck out his last time up. He's 0-2 in the ballgame. Billy Pierce looks in, and he delivers his pitch, and he goes 6-5 lefty. 6-5, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and Brock strikes out. Looking, and that's strikeout number 6. So Pearson and Gibby both have 6 strikeouts in this game, 1 away, and here comes Curt Flood. Lou Brock made a nice throw. He had to come in a little bit, and he put a lot of mustard on it, and he nailed Carrasquel at the plate. Flood is 0-2. He grounded out to short his last time up. And his delivery is a 210. 210 from the left side, and that's a ballpark single for Curt Flood. And he is a righty, so 1-13 is the 20, and he lines it out to shortstop. So that is 2 down here in the 6th inning. Roger Maris is going to stand in. Roger is 0-1. He popped up to first base his first time up. Roger batting from the left side, foul tip. Billy Pierce looks in, ready to deliver his second pitch. Here comes the pitch, and Roger Maris gets a 3-6 from the left side, and then he swings and misses. And Billy Pierce picks up a pair of strikeouts here in the 6th inning. He has 7 for the game. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Chicago White Sox. The St. Louis Cardinals don't get anything going here in the 6th. And we have a 1-1 game going to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Gibson will jump back on the mound. And Jim Rivera is standing to the batter's box from the left side. And here comes, I gotta switch the card. Here comes Rivera. He had a hit and run play. He popped up to second base his last time up. And he also had a diamond shot. He was 0 for 2. Gibby is looking for a nice 1-2-3 inning. He only had one in the second inning. And it gets assigned by McCarver. And that's going to be a 6-10 on the drop. 6-10 on the left side. 6-10. It's going to be an X play to the shortstop. And that's going to be Maxwell. He's at 225. This is the only second X play I believe we had in the game. Maxwell has to clear 1-2 on the range, and we'll check out the error. So that's a 16. He gets that done, and we got 3 rolls of 9, 10. So we're going to look at Maxwell 4-13 on an E1, 17 and 18 on the E2, and he scoops it. He fires across, and that is a 6-3 put out here in the bottom of the second inning. Sixth inning. So 1 down, and Walter Drope will stand in. Walter walked his last time up, and he is 0 for 1. Walter's a right-hand batter. 19 homers in 1955. Gibby looks in, and Drope is looking for that 3 column. 3 column and Gibson's 4 column. Those are the hot columns. Drope looks in. Gibson looks in. Gets assigned by McCarver. He delivers the pitch. It's going to be a 1-5 from the right side. Split chance on a single on a 1. A line out the rest of the way. It is a 20, and he lines it out right to third base. Shannon right on the spot. And that'll be the second out of the inning. 2 down. And it's going to be Jim Bugsby standing in from the right side, 2 away. Bottom 6, 1-1 is the score. You're watching the Saturday night at the ballpark. The 1955 Chicago White Sox against the 1968 St. Louis Cardinals. Bugsby is 0 for 2. He lined it out to third base his last time up. Gibby drops a 2-9 in on him, a 2-9, and that's hit to the left side. Maxwell scoops it again, and he throws it on to first base to Cepeda, and that's going to be what Bob Gibson wanted, a 1-2-3 inning, and we are done here in the 6th. We'll go to the 7th, and it is the St. Louis Cardinals 1 and the Chicago White Sox 1. 7th inning coming up. Here we go. We go to the top of the 7th inning, and it's going to be the Bull, Orlando Cepeda. He is 0 for 2, grounded out his last time up to third base. Billy Pierce looks in. Gets the sign by Lala. And here comes delivery, and he drops a 4-4 on him from the right side. 4-4 is an X play to the catcher, but that's Billy Pierce's bad column. He missed a ballpark single on the 3, and there was a home run on the 5, but he didn't get that. He got a 4-4 from the right side, catcher X. So we got a catcher. Lala is what's his range? 0-0? That can't be. He's a 2-2. Oh yeah, 2-2. What am I looking at? All right, so Lala's a 2-2. And let's see what he gets. Error 5. So the 5 reads nothing because he's not going to give up a hit, right? So we got an 11 and a 15, and there is no error. So we have a 3, 17, and an 18 to make the error. He did not. So that 5-5. 5-5, what is that, hitting in front of the plate? I gotta look. I just can't guess. Let's see. I gotta go to the chart. Excuse me. Shit, where's the catches? Alright, so it is a 2. Well, there's a 2-2. 2-2. And 20 red 5. So it's a PP. Okay, that's what I want to know. PP. And we got a 15, so there was no error on a PP. No rare play, 1, 2, and 3. When runners on base, the pitch gets past the catcher for a pass ball. All runners advance one base, and then the play resumes with the same batter at the plate. So that's not the case at all if a pass ball is. Okay, now I'm totally confused. Now what's the fucking deal here? Let me get this in the light a little better. I read PP. When runners on base, the pitch gets away. That's not the case. Note, when using the ballpark pass ball and all that shit, rule refer to the advanced chart found on the instructions for procedure for a pass ball occurs. That's not the case. If a pass ball does not occur, I couldn't see that because it was a little dark in this corner. Batter pops out to the catcher. Okay. I couldn't see that. So it is an out and a P. Alright, so that takes care of that. You got it right. So Cepeda's down. Here comes McCarver. And I didn't put St. Louis's emblem here. McCarver batting from the left side, and he is 0 for 2. Struck out looking his first time up. And here comes the pitch. Billy Pierce, and that's a 4-7 from the left side. Split chance, and that's the column that you want to grab. 4-7. Split chance double 1 to 2. That is a 2. That's going to be in the gap. McCarver rounds first. He's heading for second. And we have a 1-out double for Tim McCarver. And the St. Louis Cardinals are threatening here in the 7th inning. So a 1-out double for Tim McCarver. And that'll bring up Mike Shannon. Shannon doubled his last time up. And he scored on Maxwell 2-out clutch single to give the Cardinals, to tie up the game for the Cardinals. So Mike Shannon's looking to do some damage again off Billy Pierce. 1 out. McCarver on second. And we're going to hold. I don't think so. We're not going to hold. And here comes the pitch by Billy Pierce. Ah, shit. All right, that is a 5. We're going to play it. 5. We go 5-9. 5-9 righty, 5-9, and that's going to be a called strike 3, and Shannon strikes out for the second out. And that's strikeout number 8 for Billy Pierce in this game, 2 down. And Juvi and Javier, can the Cardinals do it again with 2 outs to try to get this run in? It's a 1-1 game here in the top of the 7th inning here at Comiskey Park. 1968 Cardinals. Javier struck out twice in this game. And he delivers, and that's going to be a 1-7 from the lefty. Oh, in between. Heavy damage. Split chances on the 6 and the 8, but he gets the 7 on 11. That's a ground ball to shortstop. Picked up by Caraswell. He goes to first base to Drope, and that'll do it. 6-3. And that'll do it for the Cardinals. They do not score. They get 1 hit. They leave the man on, and we played 6.5. It's 7th inning stretch time here in Comiskey. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Chicago White Sox 1. And we're going to take a little bit of a break because my throat is dry. Let me just get set up, and we're going to take a little bit of a break. Let me get something to drink. Gibby will take the bump, and he'll take his warm-ups. And we'll be right back. Oh man, I'm sore. Oh my God. Okay. Bottom of the seventh we go. Shermlato will lead it off here in the bottom of the seventh inning. We have a 1-1 tie, Cardinals and White Sox. Gibson, Pierce. And we go to the bottom of the seventh inning. Lotto will lead it off. He singled his last time up. And he has an RBI in the game. And the pitch by Gibby. He goes 6-6 on the right side. 6-6, the fly ball to center field. Kurt Flood moving over towards his left. Makes the catch on the run, and that's the first out. So 1 down. And here comes Billy Pierce. Struck out twice looking. And Gibson delivers a 6-7. Left side, 6-7. Another fly ball to center field. And here comes Flood. He's moving in, and he makes the catch. It was kind of like a check swing, but it got out there. 2 down. We swing up to the top of the order, and here comes Chico Carrasquel. Chico is... He is 1 for 1 with a pair of walks. It's been a nuisance all night to Bob Gibson. Let's see if he can get on base for the 4th time. He was thrown out at the plate the last time up by the left fielder Lou Brock on a sacrifice chance, but he didn't get it. Got him out just by a foot. Gibson looks in, 2 downs, looking for another 1-2-3. And Gibby comes in with a 5-6 on the right side. 5-6, and that's trouble for anybody, and that's a called strike 3. Gibby gets a strikeout. And that is strikeout number 7, and that's another 1-2-3 inning for Bob Gibson. We have played 7 here in Comiskey Park in Chicago. It is the St. Louis Cardinals 1 and the Chicago White Sox 1. We'll be going to the 8th inning here at Comiskey. Okay, the Cardinals will come up here in the top of the 8th inning. Cardinals have 1 run on 3 hits and no errors. And the Chicago White Sox have 1 run on 2, 3, 4 hits and no errors. So Maxwell will lead it off. He came up with a big clutch hit in the 5th inning. 2-out single to drive in a run and to tie up the ball game. So Billy Pierce looks in and looking to get Maxwell out. And there comes the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-10 delivery from the right side. 4-10. It's going to be a ballpark single. Maxwell's a righty, so it's a 1-13, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Maxwell does it again, his 2nd hit of the game, to start off the 8th inning. All right, so now what do? We got Gibson. We're going to leave him in. Gibson could go 9 naturally. Back in those days, they were pitches, and not like today, the Little Leaguers. Anyway, leadoff single. Maxwell is not a great base stealer. 5 and 6. He only gets a 3 on the jump. And that's not going to be happening. So we're going to go with the sacrifice here. And the corners are in. So we know that's going to happen. I got to get the strategy chart up. Alright, so Gibby is a two hitter. So he's going to go bunt in number C. On a sack bunt. Okay, so the sack bunt, I'm going to call for the wild pitch. Balk roll. And it's not, so we go with the 3 dice. And let's see what we get. Runners Drope and Carroll are on the edge of the infield grass. Billy Pass can deliver. Here comes they charge. And it's going to be a 7 on a C. And were they holding him? No, you can't hold him 1 to 3, so they weren't holding him. The corners were in, so let me see. Corners were in, so he goes C to a D. I didn't realize that. Damn it. Wow. So we got to do it. So it's a 1. So the 1 is going to the pitcher. So Pierce is going to play the ball. And this is a 7 on a D. And he bunts it. And it falls right in front of Pierce. He picks it up. He's only going to go to 1 base, and that's the first. And Gibson gets the job done. He sacks 1, 2, 4. So we'll go sack 1, 4. And that'll get Maxwell over the second. He's in scoring position. He's a 14 runner. So we got to keep that in mind. And here comes Lou Brock. We're 1 out, and the Cardinals are threatening here in the 8th inning. You're watching Saturday night at the ballpark. It's the 1968 Cardinals against the 55 Chicago White Sox. Billy Pierce under the 2 ERA, so was Gibson, as everybody knows. He's a 1.12. So here comes Brock. He's batting from the left side. And Pierce delivers, and that's going to be a 2-8 from the left side, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. So that base hit into left field solid. Let's see. All right, so it's a base hit, no stars, running around first. So here we go. So Maxwell is what? 14. Running speed, outfield is arm. Where did it go? 2-8. 2-8 to left field, and that, oh, that's Minoso, so he's a -3. So we have a 13 -3. No, we got a 14 -3. So that knocks it down to an 11. We got no 1 out, so the B doesn't count. The C, hit the left, add 2, hit the right, add 2, hit the left, subtract 2. So that 11 goes to a 9. And already we're not gonna, and if he was held, subtract, and if he wasn't, and he wasn't, so I'm going to add 1. So let's do this again. It's a 14 minus the 3 is an 11. The B is nothing. The C, if it's hit, subtract 2. So that goes to 10, 9. And then the D, if he was held and he wasn't, so it goes to 1 to 10 to come home and score. So that's 1 out, and I'm not going to do it. Not going to do Minoso in left field. So it's a 2-8, and that's going to be a base hit for Brock. And Maxwell will hold at third as the third base coach holds up the arms. That's going to be a 1. That's going to be a 9. So we got first and third. And Chicago White Sox looks like they're in trouble. So now we got Kurt Flood come to the plate. We got Lou Brock on first. He's definitely going to be held. Second baseman is going to cover the bag. So 1 out. Brock is a 19. And let's do the calculation. So the 19 minus the 2 is a 17. The pitcher is a +2. That's back up to 19. But you got Lala is a -4. So it's a 1 to 15. Try to stay out of the double play. And we're going to try to do that. So he's going to try to get the jump. Brock's jump is 2 through 6 in the 12. And here it comes. And that's a 4, so he does get the jump. No pick off or... So we go, what did I say? -4 from, so it's a 1 to 15. Indeed, Brock's going. He's going to try to swipe second base. Here comes the throw, and that's a 3, and that might be an error. So the throw error is a 6. So that might score Maxwell from third base. He has to clear 1, 2, 3, 1 to 6, and that's an 11. So the second baseman, Nelly Fox, he just saved the day. Brock will get a stolen base, no error on the throw. And Maxwell holds his spot at third, so Brock is on second. And there's going to be no hold now, so Kurt Flood is going to stand in. He's 0 for 3, Flood. Second and third. 1 out. The pitch by Pierce. And he drops a 2 to 4 on him. 2 to 4. Ground ball. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't make the call, but I am going to make the call. I'm going to go with infield in, naturally. Okay, now 2 to 4. Left side. 2-4. Ground ball B. Let me see. Infield in, ground ball B with second and third. So B is a 7. The batter is safe. The leading runner is out, and the other runners advance 1 base. So now there's first and third. And that ball was hit 2 to 4. Left side, that's shortstop. So it's ground ball to Carrasquel. He's coming home to the plate to Lala. They nail Maxwell at the plate. So mark it as 6 to 2. Infield in. That'll be a fielder's choice. And Lou Brock is going to third base. So we got Flood on first, Brock on third. 2 down now. And here comes Roger Maris. Roger Maris struck out his last time up. He is 0 for 2 in the game. First and third, foul tip. Kurt Flood has a 15, but 1 to 11, 2 outs. Not going to do it with the 55% with 2 out. Hopefully Maris can catch that 2 column. Let's see what happens. Pierce delivers. It's a 1 to 4 from the left side, and that's a ballpark. And Maris is a 1 from the left. No, it's a 6. I'm sorry. From the left side, that's a 20, and he lines it right out to second base. And the inning is over. So the Cardinals leave 2 men on, and they leave 1 from 90 feet away. With the play at the plate, with the infield in. No runs for the Cardinals. They got 2 hits. And we played 8.5 here at Comiskey Park in Chicago. And the St. Louis Cardinals won. Chicago White Sox won, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning in just a few seconds. Gibson back on the bunt. He'll face Nelly Fox to start us off. Bottom of the 8th. You're watching Saturday night at the ballpark. He hits 2 hits. And it's going to be Nelly Fox. He is 2 for 3. He singled his last time up. Left-handed batter. Gibson looks in. Gibson now has retired 8 in a row. And Gibby drops a 2-7 on Nelly Fox. 2-7 from the right side. That's going to be a solid base hit up the middle and into center field. Flood plays the ball, fires it back in. And Nelly Fox has his 3rd hit of the game. So it's a leadoff single. Let's see, 15, what did I say before? So it's just a -2 on a 13. He didn't get the jump the last time, but guess what? It's a 1-1 game. It's getting late. And let's see if he can get the jump. Nellie Fox is a 15 on a 2 through 5 and a 12. But he also has a caught stealing on a 10 and an 11. So let's see what he gets. And he gets a 7. So he's not going to get the jump. Second time in the game that he tried to swipe a bag, could not get the jump. So he drops down to a 5, so you're not going to do nothing there. Manny Minoso is 0 for 3, 3 fly balls. Let's see if he can grab that one column. Gibby looks in, gets the sign by McCarter, and his delivery goes 2 to 9 from the right side. 2-9, tap right back to the mound. Gibby turns, finds the second for 1, over the first, double play. Right side, so they were covering right side. So Gibby goes 1-4-3. 1-4-3 double play. First double play of the game. Oh, shit. Dropped my pen. So that's 2 down. And this will bring up George Kell. George Kell is 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. 2 down. Here comes the pitch by Gibson. And that's a 3-5 from the right side. And that's going to be a base hit for Kell. So how big was that double play? Second hit. 2-out single for Kell, and here goes Jim Rivera. He grounded out his last time up. 2 down, Kell on first. Gibson pitch, and he drops a 1-8 on him. 1-8, and that's grounded out to first base. Picked up by Cepeda. He waves off Gibson. He'll take it himself, and that'll do it for the White Sox here in the 8th inning. We'll go to the 9th, but they do leave 1 man on. We do get 2 hits. And we played 8 here at Comiskey. We got a 1-1 game. Okay, we go to the top of the 9th inning, and leading it off for the Cardinals is going to be Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda from the right side. Billy Pierce, this is his endurance inning now, and we do have action going in the Chicago White Sox bullpen. Saves. Back then, everybody pitched. Dixie Howard looks good. Maury Martin. I'm just trying to Harry Bird. Keegan, no. And Sandy Conswaga. I think I'm pronouncing the name right. But anyway, we got action going in the White Sox bullpen. All right, Cepeda standing. We're in the top of the 9th inning. 1-1 is the score. You're watching the Saturday night at the ballpark. This is the under 2 ERA tournament, and we got Billy Pierce and Bob Gibson living up to their ERAs in this game for sure. Okay, we got some action in front of the house. What's going on? Beeping horns at almost midnight. Nothing good happens after midnight. Keep that in mind, okay? Anyway, here we go. Cepeda from the right side. Popped up to catch his last time up. And the pitch by Pierce is a 2-8 from the left side, and he pops it up in the infield. That was a hot column roll for sure. Calling for his Carrasquel on the edge of the outfield grass, and he makes the catch for the first out here in the ninth inning. So 1 out, 1 sock gone. And Tim McCarver will stand in. McCarver doubled his last time up, 1 for 3 in the game. Pitch by Pierce goes 5-6 from the left side, and that's a strikeout. And McCarver gets caught looking, second out. And that's Pierce. He hasn't had one in a while. That's number 9. 9 strikeouts for Billy Pierce, and here comes Mike Shannon. 2 away, top of the ninth inning. Mike is 1 for 3 in the game, struck out his last time up. Pierce drops a 2-7 on him from the left side, and that's a swing and a miss. And Billy Pierce is going to have 10 strikeouts for the game. And that'll do it for the Cardinals. 8.5 in the books here at Comiskey Park. It's the Cardinals 1 and the White Sox 1. Bob Gibson gets on the mound again, and he'll face Walter Drope here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Walter Drope, he lined out his last time up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, and that's a foul tip. If Walter could catch that 3 column, it's going to be heavy damage. Let's see what Gibby does. And here comes the pitch. Gibson drops a 2-4 on him from the right side, and it's tapped right back to the mound. Gibson grabs it. He fires to first, and there's 1 down. So 1 away. Here comes Jim Bugsby. Gibson also could go 9. And Bugsby, let me see, Bugsby, Lala, and then Pierce. I don't know if they're going to allow Pierce to go 9. To the 10th. More than likely, no. Bugsby is 0 for 3. And here comes Gibson pitches at 5-11 from the right side. Right side, 5-11. X-play to right field. This is going to be Maris. On the 20, he has to clear 1 through 3 for this not to drop in for a hit. And then we'll check the errors. And that's a 14, so he clears that. We'll add it up. It's going to be an 8. So 16, 6 and 15, and an 18, and he makes the catch for the second out of the game. The second out of the inning. 2 away. And here comes Sherm Lala. He is 1 for 3, flew out to center field his last time up. What happened here? Okay, Gibby looks in, gets a sign, and drops a 2-6 on him from the right side, and he's going to walk him. So a 2-out walk, and that is Gibson's 5th walk of the game. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, indeed. 5th walk given up by Gibson, and now we're going to have, and it worked out very well for the Chicago White Sox, because that's going to get Pierce out of the game and a pinch hitter. And let's see who we're going to go with here. 371. Bob Neiman. He is an outfielder. 11 home runs. Okay. 326 is Kennedy. I want a left-handed batter. What do we got for left-handers? Cohen. Gil Cohen. And he has weak power from both sides of the plate. Don't want to do that. Okay. Let's see. We got righty there. I like Bob Neiman. He is strong on the 2 and the 3 column, and that's going to be the pinch hitter. First pitch hitter. And he's coming up right now. Neiman. No sight. Billy Pierce is out. That'll take care of him. Pinch hit. And 9. Neiman is N-I-E-A-N-N. And let's see what he did the year of 1955. So Bob Neiman hit 283. 283. 11 homers, 53 RBIs, 1153. And he goes as a pinch hitter. Okay, so we're ready to go. 2 outs here. Bob Gibson waited for Bob Neiman to get into the batter's box. And here we go. Neiman, a right-hand batter. 11 homers, and I just said it, 52 RBIs. He batted 283 on the year. And here we go, 2 outs. Are we going to extra innings? Let's find out. Here comes Gibson's pitch. And that's going to be a 4-3. 4-3 right side. 4-3 ballpark. So Neiman has a chance for a base hit from the right side. 13 on the 20. It's 11. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Let me check that. 4-3. And now we got first and second. So Neiman comes off the bench. So we got first and second with 2 outs now. And that's number 9. And the batter is going to be Chico Carasquel from the right side. And Gibson, let me see, Walker hit, 1 more, and he's gonna go tired. And Carasquel, he needs the 1 column for sure, and Gibson's 4 column. So let's see, Carasquel, he struck out his last time up, and he is 1 for 2 in the game. The pitch by Gibson, he drops a 2-4 on him from the right side and chopped down to third base. Shannon picks it up on a hop, flies across to Cepeda, and that'll do it. That'll do it for the Chicago White Sox here in the bottom of the 9th inning. They do lead 2. They threatened, and we're going to extras here in Comiskey. That'll take care of that. All right. We need a pitcher. Come on, man. Get over here. All right. So we're going to go to the 10th. No runs on 2 hits. Okay, and we're going to need a new pitcher. So let's see. We got Javier, the bottom of the lineup. So we'll go with 293, 294. All right, so we're going to go with who we're going to go with? Let's see. It's a righty. All right, we're going to go with Dixie Howell for the Chicago White Sox. Billy Pierce's night is done, and we'll get his stats in a second. And we got to pencil him in. Howell. This is the first time the Cardinals Obviously, you're going to see a right-hand pitcher. Hal, in the year of 1955, he had a 293 ERA, and he's 8-3. 8-3 with 9 saves. And he can go, well, he can go, baby. He can go 5 innings strong. Okay, so Pierce is done, so he goes 9. He goes 9, and he gave up, he had 10 strikeouts, and one walk, 10 on 1. 10 on 1. He gave up that run, and it was an earned run. Okay. And how many hits? 2. I got 5, and it is 5. Alright, so 5 hits. So Billy Pierce's night is over. 9 innings, 5 hits. Gave up one walk, struck out 10. And we'll go to the 10th inning, and it's going to be Javier leading it off for the Cardinals. Dixie Howell is now the new pitcher. Come on, man. I saw, who did I see do this? Oh. Okay, we go to the top of the 10th inning. And it's Dixie Howell, the right-hand pitcher. Javier is off for 3. And he drops a 4-7 on him from the right side, 4-7, and that's going to be a called strike 3. So that's 11 Cardinals that struck out here tonight. 1 away. Dale Maxwell will step in. I should have did a double switch, damn it. Yeah, that's what you should have done, damn it. Who made the last out? Joe Scariswell. Yeah. Alright. My bad. Okay, Maxwell. 2 for 3. Singles his last time up. And he was cut down. Let me see, how was he cut down? On the infield end. 6-2 at the plate. And he drops a 5-9 on him from the right side. 5-9 is lifted to right field. Rivera coming in, and he makes the catch, and that is out number 2. So 2 away, and here comes Bob Gibson. And I think Bob Gibson's night is over. But we're not gonna, oh, well. Okay, I didn't put that down. I gotta figure out who's gonna bat here and who's gonna come into relief. So we got 4. We got 4. We got 17. Yeah, Joe Horner. Joe Horner's definitely coming in. You gotta put your best out there. Let me see. Horner warming up. You can go 2. All right, Gibby's done. So both starting pitches pitched very, very well. Gibson was a little wild with the walks, and he's going to be pitch hit for. And we got 2 outs, so I'm going to send up a power hitter against the right-hander, if I can get one. And who would that be? It's Brizio. No, I don't think so. 51 at bats. Gagliano, Phil Gagliano, I don't think so. Ron Davis. The bench is not that strong. Not that strong at all. Alright, so the next best thing is getting a Bobby Tone to 2 outs. I hate to use Bobby Tone in this situation with 2 outs. And we got Dick Schofield He has end power. Not that you might see it. All right, Dick Schofield is going to pinch hit for Bob Gibson with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. Let's pencil him in. So Gibby is done. Pinch hit. And it's going to be 9. Schofield, S-C-H-O Field. Alright, pinch hit. Schofield, the year 1968, he had 127 at-bats. He batted .220. 220. 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Okay, we got that done. And here comes Schofield. He's going to switch hitter. He's going to bat from the left side, 2 down. And Dixie Howell gets the sign by McCarver. And he delivers. He drops a 6-4 on him from the left side. So the left side 6-4, X play is short. That's going to be Carrasquel. He has to clear 1 and 2 on the 20. And he does. And we add up the 7 to 9. Let's see if he has an error. And he has no errors, so he picks it cleanly. He fires to first base. And that's going to do it for the Cardinals here in the 10th inning. No runs. There were no hits, no errors, none of that nonsense. And we played 9.5 here at Comiskey. We'll go to the bottom of the 10th. And the score is 1-1, Cardinals and White Sox. All right, so we got to pencil in who? Joe Horner. Yeah. All right, so Joe Horner, H-O-E, R-N-E-R. He is a lefty. All right, Horner goes 147. 147, he goes 6-2. 6-2 with 17 saves. So that's where we stand with Joe Horner. He made the last out, so that's good. So that'll do that. That'll complete that. Okay, and in the bottom of the 10th inning, it's going to be Nellie Fox leading it off here for the Chicago White Sox. We have a 1-1 game, and Fox is 3 for 4 in the game. And here comes the pitch. And Joe Horner goes 5-7 from the left side, 5-7, base hit into right field. And Nellie Fox has 4 hits on the night. And Horner's hold is a no hold, so let's see what we have here. Nellie Fox is a 15 off the jump, so -2 is 13, and pitches is 0. So we only lose 1 to 14, and that's going to be good enough for me. Let's see what we can get here. 1 to 14 on we have a jump of 2 to 5 and a 12, but he's automatically out on a 10 and 11. So let's see what happens here for the jump. And it is a 3, and he's going to get the jump on a 14. So 1 to 14, he swipes the bag. Nellie Fox is off and running, and it is an 11, and he gets in there safely, and he steals the base. Now we got a runner in scoring position, and Nellie Fox is the batter. Minnie Minoso is the batter. Minoso is 0 for 4. Grounded into double play his last time up. And we're going with strategy here for sure. Runner on second. And Minoso is going to be held. So right side and the second baseman is going to do that. That's for sure because he can get a 5. Can we hold him? It's a 5 if we don't, so we're not holding. So Minoso's bunting goes to a B. We're going to sacrifice here. We're going to sacrifice, but we're going to roll for the wild pitch. Pass ball, because that's the way I play it. It's still a pitch, and it's 11, so he doesn't get it. So we're going to go sacrifice on a B. And here we go. Minoso drops one, and it's going to be to the 6, and that's going to be to the right side, or left side rather, to the third baseman on an 8 on a B, and he makes a great sacrifice bunt up the line, picked up by Shannon, throws it over to first, and that's a sack. 5-4. And that gets Fox over to third. And the Chicago White Sox are 90 feet of winning this game. And George Kell is going to have the opportunity to win it here. Here in the bottom of the 10th inning, 1-1 is the score. Kell singled his last time up. Joe Horner. Infield is in. Outfield is halfway. And let's see what happens. Joe Horner looks in. McCarver. We need a strikeout here, that's for sure. Kell waiting for the pitch. And Horner drops one, and he goes 3-3 from the left side. Ooh, when he hit him, he plucked him. And he's going to take his base, a hit batter. Yeah, they got ice. So how many outs? 1 out. We got first and second now. And what are we going to do here? Left-handed batter. It's a lefty on lefty situation. He's a right fielder. Let's see. Pinch hitter time. Get a righty up there. Bob Kennedy, and he could play left field. Yes, power. He batted 264. Let's see. We have Cohen, Ron Jackson, Les Moss, and Vernon Stevens. Ooh, Vernon Stevens, right-hand batter. Yep, and Vernon Stevens is going to grab a bat for Rivera. So we're going to have a pinch hitter. So that'll take care of Rivera for the night. Pinch hit. And he's number 5. In the order, Vernon Stevens is Steffens. My bad. Steffens. He's gonna grab a bat here. Pinch hit. Let's see what he did. He batted 242. And he had 3 homers and 7 RBIs. Vernon Steffens will pinch hit here with runners on first and third. Let me see, the Cardinals are going to play the infield in for sure. And I'll mark that as infield in. We got first and third. We have 1 out. Vernon Stevens is going to grab the bat. And infield in, outfield halfway. And here comes the pitch by Joe Horner. Ah, shit. Almighty. That is a 3. So I gotta get that. That's a 3, boys. And we go left side, 3 to 4, and that's lifted to right field, question mark. So it's a fly ball to right, and Roger Maris is a -2. So let's see what we got. All right, so fly ball, let me see, 3-2. 3-4 rather, left side. Fly ball to right field. Runners on first and third. A, runner speed, outfield is on right. Okay. Runner speed, outfield is on. So Maris is -2. And who's on third? Foxy. Foxy's a 15, so that's a 1 to 13. And +2 is 1 to 15, so here we go. It's a fly ball to right field. Roger Maris is getting underneath it. Fox is going to tag up from third. It's 1 to 15. Here comes the throw, and he is safe. It's a 15. He just gets underneath the slide, and the Chicago White Sox win the game on a sacrifice fly to right field, and they win it 2 to 1. Let me do that again. 3-4, fly ball to right field, and that is correct. 1 first and third with the question mark, and that's an A. Running speed, outfield is on, so we know that. 15 -2 is 13. Plus the 15, and it's back up to 15, and that is it. The ball game is over, and the Chicago White Sox of 1955 beat the St. Louis Cardinals of 1968, and the ball game is over. Joe Horner, with his 17 saves and a 1.47 ERA, did not get the job done, and he winds up losing the game here in the bottom of the 10th inning. So I hope everybody was interested in this game. I thought it was a pretty good game. Leave your comments if you like, good or bad. Maybe I played something wrong. If you picked it up, leave it in the comments. I want to know. Of course, we want to get it right when we do these replays. So let me see. Take care of that. So we'll do the line score in a minute. Just let me get the cards back where they're supposed to be. Dixie Howell will pick up the win. Joe Horner will take the loss. 55, the White Sox will win it. Okay. Let's get Gagliano. Okay, so they get the run on one hit batter, and they win this one 2 to 1. It wasn't a shutout, so both teams had scored. For the White Sox, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits. There were no errors in the game. And for the Cardinals, 2 to 1. 8 hits. for the Cardinals, they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And the White Sox out hit them. Gibby goes 9. John Warner pitched what, the 9th inning? Yeah, so Gibson gets 7 strikeouts, walked 5, gets 7 strikeouts. How many hits did he give up? Well, if they got 8, he gave up 7. And Gibson did give up a run. It was an earned run. Warner does give up a run, an earned run. He goes, how many outs did he have? 1, 2. So he goes 2/3. 2/3 and gives up a hit a batter. No walks. No strikeouts. And Horner will take the loss. And Hal will take the win. Okay, so that's it. So the Cardinals, 5. Cardinals 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Chicago White Sox, 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Hal was the winner for the Chicago White Sox, and Horner takes the loss. In this one, another Saturday night at the ballpark under the 2 ERA tournament, and that takes care of that for this week. Next week, did I do next week? Pretty sure I did. Oh, I forgot the big scoreboard, damn it. I'm sorry about that, guys. I forgot to bring it up. What a dope. Anyway, what happened here is that the Chicago White Sox played the St. Louis Cardinals, and then I did the other 3 games to precede this game, and miraculously, it's the Chicago White Sox again. 1971 Wilbur Wood against the Houston Astros, 81 Astros, Nolan Ryan. That's the 71 White Sox against the 81 Houston Astros. It's going to be Wilbur Wood against Nolan Ryan. And then the following week, it's going to be the White Sox and the Montreal Expos. And it's going to be Tommy John for the White Sox and Pedro Martinez. Is it Pedro Martinez? Yeah, Pedro Martinez for the Montreal Expos. So that's the upcoming ones. So we'll do Chicago and the Astros next week. I forgot about this. Damn it! I should have never forgot about it. All right, I'll pull it out later. Well, it wasn't. There wasn't a shutout in this week's game, so that's a good thing. Okay, what I wanted to show you, in case you Strat-O-MATIC heads are interested, I had charts made up of other fields. So Strat-O-MATIC basically goes with this one. In the past years, they did show Shea Stadium and California, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and they had these other charts and other stadiums coming in. But now, these days, they just go with this, and I decided to order stadiums from a gentleman in Canada, and I'm going to botch it up now. I practice his name time and time again, and it's Francisco Del Fiore. And he has these charts that he sent me, not for free, but I've talked to him, and he is a good guy. And I had these charts made up. As you can see, this is the Montreal Expo, never played this game, but have played other tabletop games. How many teams come with game in the game you were playing? How much can one expect to pay for a game where you order? Well, Dave, it all depends what season you get. They have past seasons, Stratomatic. The current issue, I believe I paid $68, maybe a few dollars more. I'm not that sure about that. But just go on their website, stratomatic.com, and you'll see what they have. They don't have every season. It's a stigma with me, with the company, that they don't have that. But you know, I don't know why they don't do it. Maybe they don't have the room for it. What have you? But anyway, never played this game. Well, if you never played it, but you played on the top, what other games have you played? Well, it all depends. You could get a full season with Stratomatic, and they give you every team. Pursue the Pennant. I never played that game, to be honest with you. I am so invested in Stratomatic. For me to start playing another game, I could show you my closet. It's decades of baseball games that I have from them, and I mean, I got every season. So. You know, you could break it down with them if you don't want to go for a full season. I think you could ask them the teams that you want and pick the season, but they have to have it printed, you know, and they don't carry every team. So you have to go on the website, look at their order form, and you'll see the seasons that they have. So tonight I played the 55 Chicago White Sox and the 68 St. Louis Cardinals. I have the advanced basic one of 68, and this is the super advanced one now. So I got seasons that I doubled up on. So, you know, I like the super advanced game, and that's what I play. So, you know, basic. You know, I don't even know if I could play basic anymore. I mean, not basic, but advanced. You know, it just, you know, it gets so confusing after a while. You know, there's certain things that you got to know in the advanced game to the super advanced game, but I don't know how long you were in the room or watched the game, but it's a fun game. You know, it's you know, I watch other people like RJL. He plays what the hell does he play again? I played long ball also. They also have the 85 cards. Long ball also, they have the 85 cards. I played long ball also. What is long ball? Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So it's to your liking. You know, whatever you know. If you want to go into Stratomatic, there are a lot of guys that they just play all kinds of games. You know, Al, the Red Sox fan, he plays all sorts of baseball games. For me, it's just Stratomatic. You know, I've been ordering Stratomatic since 1976. Tabletop games came out in the early 80s. No, tabletop games came out in the 60s. I think Apple came out in the 50s, and Stratomatic came out in the 60s, and stuff like that. But It's all according to what you like. You know, it's to me, this is my game. This is what I want to play. You know. Okay, so getting back to long ball came out in the '80s. I never played that one either, Dave. I didn't play that one either. Is that a tabletop game also? I never played that one. It's the first time I'm hearing it, to be honest with you. I'll look into that long ball. You know, I'm not going to buy it, but you know, I'm interested. You know, listen, I watch other guys play games, tabletops on YouTube, and you know, I watch Al, the Red Sox fan, when he posts a baseball game on with Strat-O-MATIC, and he might play Apple, and I'll watch his games there. I don't think they make it anymore. You know, not all these companies are still around. You know, I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of tabletop games. You know, Al, the Red Sox fan. You know, I can't remember. Why can't I? Don't think they make it. Yeah. Al, the Red Sox fan. I watch Dave Guterman. He's doing a '69 replay. He's almost done with that. Yeah, I never played Apple. You know, when I was a kid, I would go through the Smitten Street baseball magazines in the springtime. I would run to the corner at the luncheonette, and they had a magazine rack. I would pull one out, have a malted and a couple of pretzels, and just finger through the magazine. And I used to see Apple advertisement in there, and as well as Strat-O-MATIC. Those are the only two I remember. Why I never got into Apple, I just don't know. But how I got into Strat-O-MATIC was a neighbor of mine in '76. He asked me to come over to look at this baseball game that he bought, and I got hooked. And I ordered one right away, and I've been playing it ever since. I never purchased Apple, but I did like one thing Apple did put out. They went with a bat season 1 and 2, and they were the all-time all-stars per team. And I thought that was interesting, and I almost bought it because of that. And you know, I think I got a pretty good rapport with Strat-O-MATIC at Strat headquarters, and you know, I give them ideas of what to do and what seasons to put out. And if it doesn't come out the following year, I get upset, and then I go there. I'll say, I'm working on it. I want to see these 2 seasons. I got the 47 season out. I was breaking their chops about the 47 with Jackie Robinson entering the major leagues. And I brought out that point, and I kept on bringing it out every year, and he finally put it out. He did this year when I was there. I talked to, I started playing Sports Illustrated baseball top games in the 1970s. That was my first game. Yeah, you know, we're all in the same age bracket. You know, this was at that time, and you know, basically, we all started in the '70s, '60s, and that's how we all got started. But anyway, I really want to see the 1936 season to be put out, and the other season was 1933, 36 and 33. I wanted to, 33 would be the first All-Star game, and that's the reason why I want them to do that season. And 36 is Joe DiMaggio's rookie year, so I'd like to see that one. You know, and I wish they would put out every season, but you know, I don't know if they don't want to invest in that way. You know, maybe the place is too small for them to do that, but I don't know. But let me get back to what I was starting. So I met this gentleman online. I'm getting tired now, and I practice his name. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He really is a nice guy, and he made these prints for me. They're the same as STRAT-O-MATIC, same size and everything else. And I had the Montreal. Forgot the name of the ballpark, but anyway, this is the Montreal Expos. This is going to be Yankee Stadium #2. He gave me this one. Does STRAT-O-MATIC have the '85 Cardinal teams or seasons? Yes. I don't know if they still have the '85 season definitely not in advance, basic and advanced. That was years ago. They did come out with the super advance in '85, I believe. I gotta look. I really can't tell you if they. Hold on a second. Let me go to my chart here. Loading. All right, 10. Come on. Okay. 85 EX. Okay. 85. More than likely they don't have it. It's only in advance. They didn't do it in super advance, so they don't have it. I can tell you that much. They don't have it. Load this. Okay, and that's the Yankee Stadium one. Let me get the other Yankee Stadium. This is Yankee Stadium #1. This is what I remember as a kid. My father took me to the stadium, my very first game, and it was Yankee Stadium. I know exactly where we sat. We sat on the third base side in the Loge second tier. And when you walked into the stadium, it was like walking into a cathedral. And I had that one made up. The third one, because I'm from Brooklyn, and I want to see Ebbets Field, and they were gone before I was born. And he made me this one from Ebbets Field. And I love Dodger Stadium. I went there in 2012, and it was a beautiful ballpark for what I remember. So I had that one done, as you can see that. And the last one, this was the Field of Dreams. And Field of Dreams in Iowa, and I had that one made. So I got to get his information. I should have gotten his information. I didn't want to put out his information rather until he gave me the okay, but I wanted to know how he wanted me to put it out. So tomorrow I will call him. It's Frankie Belfiore. I know I'm saying it wrong, and I practice it all week. Belfiore, something like that. I'm gonna have to hear his voice again. He left me a message, so I'll get his information, and I will definitely leave it in the comments sometime this week. So Staples, he left a lot hanging over here, but anyway, I gotta cut some of this off. But anyway, that's that's what he made for me. Very nice guy. I'll get all his information. I'll leave it in the comments. That's my son's dog. He's in Florida, so I'm watching the dog. And that's it. So this was another night of Saturday night at the ballpark. It was the 55 Chicago White Sox beating the 1968 St. Louis Cardinals. It was Billy Pierce against Bob Gibson. And Chicago wins it with a score of 2-1. Next week we'll have the Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros as Wilbur Wood of 71 White Sox will take on 81 Nolan Ryan. Okay, guys, so you recommend the basic game? No, basic game I do not recommend. I mean, if you don't know anything about the game and you want to fool around with it a little bit, I would go basic because you're going to be a new guy playing the game, but you'll catch on very quickly. So advance, I started off in advance. So, and then around 10 to 15 years ago, I started dipping into the advanced game and watching. Watching other guys playing it and me playing it, and you learn off each other. And you could do that too if you get the game. And you could, if you don't know something, there's 1,000,002 videos on how to play it. So you could go that way too. But to me, this is my game. My wife wants to throw me out of the house because I got a closet full of seasons, and she goes, "You're running out of room." And I says, "Yeah, I know." So, and that's it. It's 12:44. I'll stay on till 1 o'clock in case anybody else comes on, and that's it. So when you watch the game from the 5th inning on, were you understanding, what was happening? Dave, you still here? All right, so tell me what you didn't grasp. Was it the dice rolls? Well, let's see. I got a batter and I got a pitcher. So basically the roll of the dice. Let me see if you can see that. Okay. So the indicator will be the odd color of the 3 dice, and if you roll a 2, it goes to the batter's card. So let me start over. 1 to the batter's card, 2 to the batter's card, 3 to the batter's card, 4, 5, 6 to the pitcher's card. So when you roll, it's a 6, 4. You got to know the batter's which side he's batting on. So it's the right side because we got splits. So it's a 6, 4. You go to the right side, you go to 6, you go to 4. You go to 6 column, and then you go down from 2 to 12. So it will be a ground ball to third base X. So X plays are range plays for defense. So it's hit to the third baseman. In this case, the third baseman for the White Sox was Kell. So his range His range is a 411. So his 4. I gotta wait for it to show up on the camera. Okay, I'll just lay it down this way. So his 4 and his range play for first, second, third, shortstop, and third. This is this chart right here. So he was a 411. So you look down the 4 column. So his range play, he would have to clear without giving up a hit, without the ball getting past him and into left field. He would have to clear a 1 through 6. So if the 20 die is a 15, so you go 4, 15 would be a G2. So now the G2, and hold on a second, and let's say all 4 dice get on X plays, the 20 die and the 3-sided dice also get rolled. So the 15 indicates the range, and this right here indicates the error. So we got 6, 3, and 1 is 10. You go to the third base chart, which is right here. And what was his E rate? So his E rating was an 11, so you would look at 11 right here. This is the super advance. The advance is totally different. So his range, his E rating is an 11. We rolled a 10, so you check the boxes to the side, and if there's a 10 in the E1, a 1 base error was committed. If it was in the 2 error, second error, which is a possibly throw an error or get the ball, what it means is E2, the runner gets second base. So if the 10 was in the E2, it would be a E2 error. So that's just the range. So if you roll the dice again, and you get a 1, 1, 2, left-handed pitcher, you go to the left side of the batter's card, and it would be 1, 2, line out to third base. In this case, it's plus injury, but we're not playing injuries in this tournament, so that's another swing. But that's basically it. It's the dice controlling the splits here. So 5-6 on the right-hand batter, you go 5-6, and it's a fly ball to right field, and that's how you break it down. So if you want, look into the game and see if you like it, or continue to watch Super Advanced play, like myself. I had a list of plays. I say their names every day, and I can't remember. Hold on. I don't know what I did with that card. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, you could watch Sports Time Machine when he plays tabletop. Right now he's playing the computer version. And you can watch, his name is Utah Mike. You got Steve Aquilum. He's doing a replay, 66 replay. You got Sportsman Z. He'll play a game of STRAT-O-MATIC. You got Baseball Demos, who's very good in playing Super Advance. And you got a few others, Jeffrey Gooderman, Al the Red Sox fan. And RJL plays, he does play when he's not playing his go-to game, which is payoff pitch. I believe he's playing payoff pitch. Anyway, once that season he's done with, he'll play a STRAT-O-MATIC game until he's ready to start his next payoff pitch season. So those are the few fellas that are online on YouTube doing games. So, and that's it. Great, thanks for the time. I'm looking into the game. I've always been intrigued by STRAT-O-MATIC. It's okay. All right, look into it, Dave. All right, I'm going to say goodnight myself. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Whoever checked in, thank you again. And I'll see you next Saturday night for another under 2 ERA at Saturday night at the ballpark. Until then, good night, fellas. Be safe, and I'll see you the next time. You're welcome, Dave. Thank you.